From Raymond J. Nunemaker Gymnasium at Nazareth High School, it is an old school wrestling rivalry as the Blue Eagles welcome in the Concrete Kids of Northampton. A pleasant good evening, everyone. Alongside Mason Messinger, I'm Matt Marcus. This is the D11Sports.com Wrestling Match of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Mason, if this matchup tonight is anything like last year's, which we brought everybody, we are in for a treat tonight.
Last year was amazing, Matt. Yeah, we had it right here at the D11 Sports at Northampton's gym. Came down to that final match. Northampton looked like they were going to pull it out. Gabe Ballard, state runner-up last year, was going to get the tech fall. Everyone thought that match was basically over until it wasn't, and it was just an amazing Cooper Wenrich from Nazareth turns it around, flips Ballard over, gets the pin, and it was amazing. So everyone thought that match was over till the very end. Cooper Wenrich pulled it out for the Blue Eagles.
We'll see if that translates into anything this evening. And already an upset in the EPC as Bethlehem Catholic lost on night one on Wednesday. No returning state champions on this Nazareth roster. When was the last time we heard that?
It's been a while. Just looking at the new banners up here, individual state champions, all the sports there, but there's a lot of wrestling that dominates the state champions board here at Raymond J. Nunemaker Gymnasium, and it's been a while since Nazareth is not trotting out a returning state champ.
Two teams that are looking to make some noise in the EPC and beyond, both 1-0 as we get things underway in just a little bit. We'll step aside, we'll come back, we'll hear from our student reporter, also give some keys to the game and so much more. It's Northampton at Nazareth, the D11Sports.com Wrestling Match of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
Learn what makes you unique with no-cost genetic screening through DNA Answers, a community health research program available through St. Luke's. Learn how your DNA impacts your health and if you are at risk for certain cancers and hereditary high cholesterol, a cause of heart disease. Gaining a better understanding of your genetic health risks can help you and your doctor personalize your care for a healthier future. Health insurance is not required to participate. Learn more at DNAanswers.org.
Everyone has a story, and your smile is the best way to tell it. It shows your confidence, greets new friends, and opens the door to new possibilities.
St. Luke's OMS offers all-on-4 dental implants, a revolutionary solution to help you regain your smile.
Dental implants are a minimally invasive procedure that provides a permanent alternative to traditional dentures that will give you immediate results and enhance your quality of life.
Get the smile you deserve with St. Luke's OMS. Contact us today.
You're determined to stay active and enjoy life. Be at your best every day with St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Start here and we'll get you back to doing what you love. With locations throughout the region, including St. Luke's Orthopedic Hospital West End campus, the best place for orthopedic care is always close to home. St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Start here, go farther.
St. Luke's is consistently first in the region to embrace innovative technologies, providing better care for heart and vascular patients. Simply put, you can trust St. Luke's to treat your heart better. When it comes to heart and vascular care, put your heart in the best hands with St. Luke's.
And welcome back to Nazareth High School. Before we give our thoughts, Mason, and more importantly, before they turn off the lights, let's hear from our student reporter, and we'll send it down Matt's side to Sydney Mahalik.
Hi, I'm Sydney Mahalik from D11 Sports, and I talked to both coaches tonight. So, Coach Dave Kroll, he said, obviously, there's a huge rivalry tonight. It's crazy. Northampton is a very good team. They're even better than last year, and there's definitely going to be some upsets throughout both teams. He really hopes that his guys will go out and wrestle hard, but also relax and do their thing. Don't overwork themselves, get those wins. His strengths are in the middle and up. And finally, Joe Provini from Northampton said tonight is going to be a great challenge for his wrestlers. He's excited to wrestle in this environment, and he's hoping his guys can wrestle as hard as they can. Their main goal tonight is to score points. They want to take a step forward from last match against Parkland. And win or lose, as long as they improve from the last match, it's a win for them. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much. Fantastic job, Sydney. And just real quick, Mason, you know, Joe Provini, obviously, he talked about the atmosphere. He knows very well about this atmosphere, a lot of time in the blue and white.
Yeah, he wore the blue and white. He's an alumni here. State qualifier, if I recall. I don't know if he placed, but a state qualifier more or less. And then after he graduated college, he was back here coaching alongside legendary Coach Dave Kroll, and a lot of Coach Kroll's methods, trainings, he has taken over to Northampton, and you could start to see that already coming into play here in year 4.
Well, his name is up on the wall on the 100 career win list, so pretty good career for now Northampton head coach Joe Provini. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the keys tonight for both teams and some more thoughts as the Blue Eagles host the Concrete Kids on the D11Sports.com Wrestling Match of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine.
Stay active. St. Luke's Orthopedic Care will get you back to doing what you love. With locations near you, including St. Luke's Orthopedic Hospital West End campus, the best place for orthopedic care is always close to home.
St. Luke's OMS offers a revolutionary dental implant solution to help you regain your smile. The All-on-4 procedure provides a permanent alternative to traditional dentures that will give you immediate results and enhance your quality of life.
Did you know that every year our nation's hospitals are graded on quality and safety? Did you know this information is publicly available? Did you know that St. Luke's has earned 5 stars for quality and straight A's for safety? St. Luke's is the only PA-based health system and only 1 in 3 health systems in the nation to earn these outstanding recognitions. St. Luke's, the only locally based healthcare network serving as a model for the nation.
Alongside Mason Messinger, I'm Matt Marcus. Glad to have you with us here on a Friday night EPC wrestling matchup between Nazareth and Northampton. Mason, let's hop right into the keys of the match tonight for both of these teams.
Yeah, keys to the match. Northampton, they got strength in the middle of their lineup. You look at Braden Wendrich, he's a lightweight, but we got Trey Wagner, Chase Grabfelter, Gabe Ballard, who's up to 160, 172 area. Those are going to be the hammers there that Northampton's going to rely on. Nazareth is going to be scoring bonus points whenever they can. Well-balanced team. They got 9 starters with 20 matches that are returning for the Blue Eagles this year, along with talented newcomer Caleb Costco, who was a junior high champ.
Now, we'll throw this out there as we give you the lineups tonight. As we say all the time, of course, this is subject to change. And from what we understand, there may be a change right off the bat. But we'll bring up the Northampton visiting tentative lineup. And I love that we have it just like that. The Northampton tentative lineup, a name or two that stands out.
Yeah, tentative lineup. We just talked about Braden Wenrich, second in the state last year as a freshman. And then we look at Wagner, Grabfelter, Klebo, 45 to 60 or 72, and Ballard right there. Strong spots for the Northampton Concrete Kids.
It is alumni night here at Nazareth. Proudly sitting by one. You're on the camera, you'll see that they are walking them out. This is the alumni from the 60s. You'll have to wait a little bit if you want to join them. But while we wait.
Yeah, the first alumni, Delbert Buss, he was my mechanic, neighbor and mechanic for all these years.
There you go.
He actually has the quickest pin in Nazareth. Blue Eagle history, I think it's 7 seconds.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive. Speaking of impressive, let's look at the tentative lineup for the Blue Eagles. Some names that jump out to you here.
Yeah, so right off the bat, little inexperience, 107, 114. Fulmer, senior, coming back, 3-year starter. And then you're looking Cooper Wenrich, Chase Brown, a sophomore. Cade Campbell is that senior with Braden Zurcher. Both state place winners last year. So a lot of experience, but some inexperience, and that's what this match is going to be tonight. Kids learning here early in the season.
Well, that's the thing. Both are 1-0. Northampton beat Parkland the other night, 36-26. On Wednesday, Nazareth beat Whitehall, 52-13. We talked about it just a moment ago. There's some new names on both these teams. Obviously, there's some graduations. Nazareth has lost a 2-time state champion in Tahir Parkins, and there's just now's the opportunity. You hear about the next man up in a lot of cases, and I'd say for both teams, these early matches, this is where you have a chance to kind of set the tone and figure out what you have as a team.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. It's the first step of many throughout the season. You know what you have with some of these wrestlers that have been under the spotlight for a couple years now, but it's going to be those next individuals taking that next step, gaining experience, and as Coach Kroll, Coach Pavini have talked about, they want to see growth from where we are now to where we are the end of February, beginning of March, hopefully making that trip out to Hershey.
No matter your sport or position, St. Luke's Sports Medicine can train you to avoid injury. And if you do get injured, we're there with the best athletic trainers, performance coaches, physical therapists, and orthopedic sports medicine physicians and surgeons to get you back on your feet and back in the game. St. Luke's is the region's only varsity team in sports medicine. We'll step aside, we'll have the national anthem, and get ready for wrestling on the other side on D11sports.com.
Everyone has a story, and your smile is the best way to tell it. It shows your confidence, greets new people, and opens the door to new possibilities. St. Luke's OMS offers a revolutionary dental implant solution to help you regain your smile. The All-on-4 procedure provides a permanent alternative to traditional dentures for individuals who have lost all their upper or lower teeth. The benefits of our All-on-4 are experiencing immediate results, often receiving your new teeth on the same day as surgery, improving daily activities such as eating, speaking, and smiling, leading to a better quality of life, long-lasting and stable implant design, providing a secure fit that dentures cannot. The All-on-4 procedure is minimally invasive, reducing recovery time and discomfort. Our OMS team members are experts in oral surgery and specialize in this type of rehabilitation, ensuring a safe and effective process.
St. Luke's OMS helped me get my smile and confidence back.
Once you have your new smile, our OMS team will continue to support and care for you to promote a smooth recovery. Get the smile you deserve with St. Luke's OMS. Contact us today.
Did you know that every year our nation's hospitals are graded on quality and safety? Did you know this information is publicly available? St. Luke's has earned 5 stars for quality and straight A's for safety. Can your hospital say that?
Learn what makes you unique with no-cost genetic screening through DNA Answers, a community health research program available through St. Luke's. Learn how your DNA impacts your health and if you are at risk for certain cancers and hereditary high cholesterol, a cause of heart disease. Gaining a better understanding of your genetic health risks can help you and your doctor personalize your care for a healthier future. Health insurance is not required to participate. Learn more at DNAanswers.org.
And welcome back to Nazareth. Matt Marcus, Mason Messinger, Sidney Mahalik. Glad to have you with us here on a Friday night. When it comes to towing, trailer, auto body repair, experience matters. Let Ironton Auto Body put their 70-plus years of experience to work for you. Locally owned and operated with 24-hour emergency towing and recovery services, along with 24-hour trailer repair. When something goes wrong, don't trust it to anyone. Look no further than Ironton Auto Body. Let our family take care of your family. Call 610-799-3241. Maybe speaking of family, at Messinger Agency, protecting what matters most to you just got more affordable. With our newly reduced rates, there's never been a better time to make the switch to Allstate. Call us today at 610-382-7095 for your free quote, or simply scan the QR code right at the top of your screen to get started. You're in good hands with Allstate. 610-382-7095. Listen, we mentioned some probable matchups, some probable starters. Well, both teams kind of go without a little bit, as Nazareth's going to be without Jack Campbell for the early part of the season. And from what we understand, Northampton's going to be without a 107-pounder.
Yeah, we got the weigh-in sheet, 1/10 of an ounce overweight. Unfortunately, 1/10. You're not on weight, you're not underweight, and unfortunately, you can't compete. And Northampton does not have a backup. So just announced that Jack Dressler will be receiving a forfeit at 107, where we're starting tonight.
And we had talked about that off the air. That's a big swing because, you know, early on, it's 6-0 Nazareth right out of the gate. And, you know, if Northampton would have won that match, that's a big point swing.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Matt, you know, if you're looking at Northampton, who they had there at that weight class, probably they were feeling pretty good winning that at 107. But unfortunately for the Concrete Kids, not in their favor tonight. But it is early in the year, and I know we just had Thanksgiving just over a week ago. Early in the year, it's tough with weight control, okay? The guy,
especially the older you get, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. And you talk about the guy in the right-hand corner there at the top, my brother. We talk about family. All right. He, back when we wrestled many, many moons ago, he had some issues with that. And early in the year, it's a lot harder, not throwing him under the bus or anything, but, you know, as time goes on throughout the year, it generally gets easier.
You're about to get a text where we're talking weight control. You immediately turn to your brother.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly appreciate the sponsorship tonight. And as we have mentioned already, Jack Dressler does get the forfeit, so we can put 6-0 up on the board right away as Nazareth gets that forfeit. And we'll go to 114. We were going to start at 107. We go to 114. Cade Strauss will be actually they're going to put, looks like Ben Schoenberger. They made the change. He's going to be at 114.
Talked about some surprises. There's one already.
They made the announcement of Cade Strauss.
Yes.
Unless they credited him with,
they moved
as
up.
the forfeit, maybe.
Right, so Schoenberger's out here for Northampton.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the confirmation for Nazareth, and it will be Jonathan Aroche Pelez at 1:14, and we are underway as Nazareth does have a 6-0 lead already. Schoenberger is 0-1 on the season. He did lose the other night. He's going to get a quick 3 for the takedown.
And with the scoring, it's now college scoring in its second year here with the NWCA.
Took a little bit of time to get used to it. As Chris Gramis, the official, a referee looking in. It's a lot of points of contact. And there's the pin. In 45 seconds, Schoenberger is going to get the win at 1:14. Take another look.
Yeah, short work. Schoenberger with the takedown and transitions to the cradle. Chris Gramis looking in. Took a little time. And he gets the call right there on the edge of the mat.
So that's a way to bounce back after you give up the forfeit to get those 6 points. Cade Strauss is going to go 121 now against Derek Fulmer of Nazareth. So it looks like everybody just kind of moving down.
And that's the thing, Northampton does have some flexibility down at the lower weights into the middle weights, and especially up top, middle towards the top of their lineup. Nazareth has a little bit of that as well.
Like you mentioned before, it is very early. You're still trying to figure some things out. And for some wrestlers, they may have been behind state champions or state qualifiers a year ago, and this is their first opportunity to really show what they can do on the big stage. And look, EPC Wrestling in the Lehigh Valley, it is the big stage. No scoring yet, 40 seconds in. And now they will give the first takedown to Fulmer. And he's up 3-0. The colors on the scoreboard here, not on our screen, but here, do not match the colors on the wrist of the official. He put up 3 for green, but it's red up on the scoreboard. That is going to be confusing the whole night if they don't change that. Under a minute left in the first period here. Fulmer up 3-0. He's been in control for much of the match.
Fulmer's one of those 3-year starters here at Nazareth as a senior. He's a 2-time regional 6th place winner in our region, in our Northeast region. Hopefully taking that next step this year to Hershey.
Yeah, that's just outside the money, so to speak. As Strauss was trying to get to his feet, but brought back down by Fulmer.
And Strauss going to be a regular starter, it looks like, throughout the season for Northampton. Had quite a few matches, had 11 varsity matches last year for the junior for Northampton.
First period ends, it's 3-0. Derek Fulmer against Cade Strauss. Northampton forfeited the first bout of the night and has moved everybody down so far. Subsequently, got the fall from Schoenberger in 45 seconds to even up the overall scores at 6-6. Fulmer was on top for much of that first period. He starts on top here in the second. It looks like he's going to cut him for the 1-point escape. Back to neutral. Strauss tries to get behind, but fought off by Fulmer. And he's going to get 3 more on another takedown.
Strauss almost had that go behind there, anticipating that shot from Fulmer. Did a great job, and then Fulmer countered again and was able to convert his second takedown.
So 6-1. And we'll do it again with Cuttingham. It's now 6-2. Halfway home here in the second period. Trying to get it again, and he has his third takedown taking control 9-2. There's still 44 seconds left in this period. We can do it again. Once he gets to his feet, now it's 9-3 with the escape.
Yeah, that last takedown by Fulmer was a feel thing. Felt the weight of Strauss and was able to switch to a double.
Trying to take control again. No control awarded yet. And there's 3 more. A 4th takedown, it's 12-3. 15 seconds left in this second period. Probably just try to ride this one out. Not enough time to get a tilt. And we'll go to the third period. Up 12-3, Derek Fulmer in control. Major territory at this point.
Yeah, 4 takedowns for Fulmer through the first 2 periods. It just racks up a lot of points. I know we talked about it last year a lot, partner, but with 3-point takedowns, you score a lot more points now.
Well, it certainly makes things a lot more exciting if you like the scoring. Fulmer started in the defensive position, trying to get to his feet. He has his feet, and the escape. It's 13-3 now. Tries to shoot on the leg, but fought off. Minute 25 left here in the third period. Fulmer in control. And yet, if we learned anything from last year's match, especially that final bout, in control means nothing if you don't finish the job.
Yeah, and right now, you see the urgency here a little bit with Fulmer up 10, but he's the aggressor here taking shots. Looking for that tech fall or possibly more here.
Nothing's been awarded. You need a takedown and some back points to get to that tech fall. Right now, sitting at a major decision on the side of the boundary. A couple points of contact, so they continue. 40 seconds left. Trying to circle behind, he does. Another takedown. It's 16-3. And he cuts him real quick to make it 16-4. And a stall warning on Strauss. 26 seconds. Another takedown would get the job done, right?
Yep, needs a takedown here.
Out they go. Trying to get the tech fall with another takedown. Has 19 seconds to do it. Shoots on the leg. Nothing awarded, 10 seconds. Is it a major or a tech fall? And it looks like it's going to be a major. As time expires, it's a 16-4 major decision for Derek Fulmer.
Yeah, Fulmer looked good throughout this match on his feet. After that first period, it was only 3-0, so really opened it up the second and third period. Probably if you're Fulmer, maybe a little earlier in that match, maybe you let Strauss up a little bit earlier in that first period. But regardless, nice win for the Blue Eagle here, the senior Blue Eagle, Derek Fulmer.
Braden Wenrick will go at 127 for Northampton against Juan Diaz. So if you paid attention to our tentative lineup, just move everybody down one so far. That's exactly where we've been. Nazareth leads 10-6 in the overall scoring. A forfeit and a major decision. Juan Diaz seeing some action as a junior. He's going to be down 3, though, as Wenrick gets the first takedown of the match.
And this is one of those matches, Braden Wenrick, state runner-up last year. 44-6 on the season as a freshman. And Northampton wrestles, just like Nazareth, a very, very tough schedule throughout the year.
EPC is tough enough.
Yeah.
Then you throw in Beast of the East and those other kind of early season tournaments. Not to mention district regionals when you're seeing the same EPC guys over and over again. This is interesting, though, because of the bump in weights. We might see some matchups that we wouldn't normally have gotten.
Yeah, very true. Obviously, our sheets our tentative matchups have definitely changed.
Trying to get him on his back. A couple of back points awarded.
Yeah, nice roll through tilt there by Braden Wenrick.
Holding 3, it appears. 23 seconds left. Still trying to get more. Has him on his shoulder. Looking in is Gramis. And he's got it. Minute 48 with the fall as Wenrick have another look.
Yeah, had a bar, then he converted to a bar and a half. And it got tight. As soon as he jumped over, though, dropped the hips, and it wasn't going to be much longer there. Nicely done, Braden Wenrick, fabulous sophomore here. Super soft, we'll say, from Northampton.
Like you mentioned, state runner-up from a year ago. As we'll move now to 133 as Northampton takes the lead overall with 2 falls. Davi Gleekus for Northampton and Caleb Costco for Nazareth. Both listed by us at 133, and that's where we're at here. So Northampton making the most of their victories, getting the bonus points with the falls. Flurry of activity early on. Nothing's been awarded. Back up at neutral.
Yeah, Costco is one of those newcomers, a freshman for Nazareth that's ranked top 10 in the state. No matter what weight he goes, he's that good.
Junior high district champ a year ago. As the pipeline is strong in Nazareth and Northampton, don't get me wrong. No score yet, though. 40 seconds in, period number 1.
Yeah, and Coach Joe Pervini with Davi Gleikus, he's really high on him, too. Might take his lumps a little early on in the season, but he's thinking later in the season he's expecting good things here from Davi Gleikus.
He's a junior that is biding his time.
Yep.
3 matches officially last year. And so far, he's wrestled in both of the matches this year. Still no score, 50 seconds left in period number 1. Neither wrestler able to take control just yet. There's a spin and a takedown. Costco gets the first points. 3-0 on the side of the boundary. .23 seconds left. Trying to see what he can do. Costco got the first takedown. As Linkus tries to get to his feet, but he's brought back down, but out of bounds. And they'll go back to center with 3 seconds left in the period.
Gleikus gave up that takedown, but Costco had that cradle locked up for a good 30, 40 seconds, and Gleikus didn't budge. So you got to tip your cap here to Davi Gleikus.
That's the end of the first period. It remains 3-0 as Gleikus will take the defensive position where he was for the latter part of that first period anyway. Trying to get to his feet and get a point. Sprawls out to try to get to his feet. He does, not out yet though, and now he is. It's 3-1. Costco in control on the scoreboard, but they're at neutral in the center of the mat. Costco goes high to fight off the leg shot. 30 seconds into period number 2. A stalemate is called to go to neutral. Costco working up top. Continues to fight off the shots. Now has a leg. Nothing awarded. And now 3 more. They're going to give 3 to Caleb Costco. He's up 6-1.
Yeah, Costco did a good job of countering there that shot from Glycus, reshot, and was able to convert.
Good crowd here on both sides. Northampton fans giving the business to the home crowd a little bit. Under 30 seconds left in period number 2. 6-1. Caleb Costco in control for much of this bout so far. A couple of takedowns and just an escape for Davi Glycus.
Yeah, Glycus has slowed down this match.
Not to the point of stall warnings yet.
Nope.
But you might see one in the third period as period number 2 comes to a close. As Costco chooses bottom to start the third. Tried to get to his feet, and now he's trying to get some points out of it. A reversal. Costco gets 2 more, 8-1. And now he's looking for more. Chris Grammes looks in.
He's going to try to extend that arm. He's got all types of time here, over 1.5 minutes left.
Unfortunately, we don't have a view of what's going on. As Costco tries to go the other side.
Yeah, Glycus
crosses the body.
He's trying to catch that leg there. I think Costco had enough and jumped over to the same side that he has that arm extended.
Chris Grammes continues to look in. I think he's holding 4 for the back points. And he does give 4. So it's 12-1. A lot of time on his back, but we're close to it. 44 seconds left.
Yeah, 6-point move there by Costco. Really opened things up. Glycus, though, it looked like he was in trouble there for a good 10 seconds. And you got to give Glycus credit there for not giving up that point.
Cuts him to make it 12-2. Costco goes back on the offensive. That was a 6-point move that took about a minute from start to finish. On the near side. Still in the circle, though. 15 seconds. Trying to fight off, maybe get out of the major position. Nothing's been awarded. And now it's going to be 3 the other way. 15-2 as time expires. It is a major decision for Caleb Costco.
Yeah, the freshman looked really good. Glycus gave a good effort here, but, could have gave up a lot worse. Could have gave up 2 more team points. That looked very tight there. That Costco had him almost pinned. Glycus did a good job fighting off his back.
So we'll go to 139 now. And we'll see who we get as Nazareth goes back into the lead. A couple major decisions for them with that forfeit and 2 falls for the Concrete Kids. So some audio difficulties across the way, as the microphone is not working to announce the wrestlers. But luckily they do have some nice scoreboards here. They will eventually put the names up. And now they're going to say, well, they were going to send them back to the benches. And at 139, Matt Summer for Northampton. And Cooper Wenrich's going to go 139. We had him listed at 145. A little bit of a difference. As Wenrich was the hero last year.
Yeah, yes, he was. As we talked about it pre-match, that he was the big winner here. Last match of the night last year. Now he's right in the middle here, pretty much.
And no disrespect either way, but last year he had to do it against a state champion or state qualifier, to say the least.
State fourth place finisher,
Fourth place,
I think.
okay.
Yep, as a freshman. So, yeah. And we talked about just last match that, Glycus did not give up when he was close to getting pinned, fought off his back. And Cooper Wenrich did not give up. I think he was the only one in the gym that didn't give up that night.
He did get that first takedown, and there's going to be a blood timeout real quick, which gives us a chance to say, no matter your sport or position, St. Luke's Sports Medicine can train you to avoid injury. And if you do get injured, we're there with the best athletic trainers, performance coaches, physical therapists, and orthopedic sports medicine physicians and surgeons to get you back on your feet and back in the game. St. Luke's is the region's only varsity team in sports medicine. When it comes to towing, trailer, or auto body repair, experience matters. Let Ironton Auto Body put their 70-plus years of experience to work for you. Locally owned and operated with 24-hour emergency towing and recovery services, along with 24-hour trailer repair. When something goes wrong, don't trust it to anyone. Look no further than Ironton Auto Body. Let our family take care of your family. Call 610-799-3241. 55 seconds left in the first period. We'll restart here with Wenrich up 3-0 on Summer. I mentioned Wenrich with his heroics last year against a star among the state. Is another blood timeout after a takedown made it 6-1. Gives us a chance to then finish the conversation. Matt Summer now only 9 matches last year.
Yeah,
a little less experience than what Wenrich was going up against a year ago.
Yeah, 1 match as a sophomore, just looking into this, 14-11 as a freshman. So he saw 25 matches as a freshman at 107. Used very sparingly sophomore and junior year. He didn't quit. He's still out as a senior, and he has a regular spot in this Northampton lineup. This very tough Northampton lineup. So, it's easy these days for kids just to throw in the bag, go to a different sport. No.
Or a different school.
Different school, exactly. Matt Summers stuck it out, and here he is as a senior looking for big things.
It's 6-2. He was caught after the takedowns, a couple takedowns and escapes. As Wenrich looking for more. He's going to get it right there. Right onto the back. 9-2, Wenrich in control.
You just see the confidence here from Cooper Wenrich here. Just hand fighting, good movement, able to break Summer down and spin behind. Really looks good here, second match of the season.
Up 9-2, closing seconds of the first period. And Messinger Agency, protecting what matters most to you, just got more affordable with our newly reduced rates. There's never been a better time to make the switch to Allstate. Call today at 610-382-7095 for your free quote, or simply scan the QR code to get started. You're in good hands with Allstate, 610-382-7095. And for the third time, they're going to clean some blood off the mat and address things with Matt Summer. We heard from our student reporter, Sydney Mahalik, prior to the match. If you're a student from any District 11 school and are interested in broadcasting, journalism, or photography, check out D11sports.com. Follow your dream and get close to the action as you take part in our student internship program. For more information, contact your athletic director or reach out to Al or Dave at D11sports.com. Appreciate all those tuned in here on D11sports.com, the YouTube channel. Even if you're St. Luke's own Greg Lay, apparently listening and enjoying the stream down in Myrtle Beach. I would love to be in Myrtle Beach right now, as my car said 27 degrees as I was walking in, and it felt like 12 when I got out walking into the gym here.
Yeah, myself, Matt, decided to start shaving my head, and now it's a different world when you're walking outside. So
you quit it before it quit you?
Yeah. Now I have to cover myself more often, because it's brutal out there.
Oh, it is. It is extremely cold. But it's hot in here, and we're all taped up and ready to go.
Yep.
Still just the beginnings of the second period here, 9-2.
Yeah, and there is a 5-minute blood time allowed. If you exceed the 5 minutes, you're going to have to forfeit the match. So desperate times call for desperate measures, and that's why Matt Summer has his nose taped.
And it didn't work.
Unfortunately, sometimes it slides right off, and
crowd getting a little antsy here.
And it's a tough situation for as far as both wrestlers go. It's hard to stay in a groove scoring if you're Cooper Wenrich, and obviously it's hard to get in a groove if you're Matt Summer here. Yet alone breathing is going to be another issue.
Yeah. So we've got Nazareth and Northampton tonight, and not too long down the road, we're going to be Nazareth at Easton next Wednesday from 25th Street Gym. By the way, match number 100 in the storied history of Easton and Nazareth. If you're looking for basketball on D11 Sports, next Friday evening, it'll be Pocono Mountain West at Parkland. And they are announcing the blood time as it is dwindling. And certainly nothing that you wouldn't wish this on either side. Like you mentioned, you're trying to get into a groove.
Yep.
So they're trying to tape up the nose, put it over the head, underneath the headgear.
I hope it stays on, but then now they taped it towards the front of the head, so hopefully that's going to stay a little bit more and just not slide off the back of the neck.
There's a minute 49. It seems like we've been here for a while. It's because we have. Minute 49 left in the second period. Cooper Wenrich is up on Matt Summer 9-2 after 3 early takedowns.
Yeah, they've actually had longer blood timeouts than time wrestled on the mat.
I don't want to jinx anything, but this is maybe the longest we've gone between them.
Yep.
As Summer trying to take control here, working on the near side. Still plenty of points of contact, so we continue. At a minute 13 left in the second. Wenrich does get out. The escape makes it 10-2. Just could not get that control. As the leg shot now from Wenrich. He's going to try to add some more points. He's going to get 3 right there with the takedown officially. 13-2, 36 seconds left in period number 2. $20 seconds remain. Wenrich on top. Physically and on the scoreboard, 13-2, as Nazareth leads overall 14-2.
Yeah, as time's running out, Cooper Wenrich here did a good job. Gave up that escape, then converted a takedown there, and was able to ride Summer out, ending that second period.
Summer chooses defense. He'll try to get out for the point, then go on the offensive. He does get out. It's 13-3. Leg shot by Wenrich. He's in major territory. Nazareth had 2 opportunities in the major territory, could not get to the Tech fall position on the scoreboard. More time to do so here, a minute 33 remaining in this third period. Nothing awarded just yet in period number 3.
Yeah, Strauss and Glycus were able to just give up major decisions at 21 and at 121 and 133. And now they're going to have to hurry here.
We have another opportunity here with blood time. (14-12) overall. Nazareth started the scoring with a forfeit at 107. I think they only have about a minute 22 left of that 5-minute allotment.
All right, they're going with a different wrap now. I think this is, I think it's more sturdy. That's just a guess, though.
Now, what did you say if you lose the 5 minutes, or if you go through the 5 minutes?
Yeah, it would be a default 6 points for
6
the Blue
points the other
Eagles
way.
in this case, yes.
So you're trying to save yourself at the moment 2 points.
Yep.
Right now you're down by major points.
Yeah.
That would be 4. You're trying to at least save that over the last minute 19. Yep. But now you're also trying to make something happen. They're neutral at the moment. It's 13-3. Wenrich has been in control for much of the match. That shot was thwarted by Summer. Just barely, and now they're out. They'll go to neutral in the center of the mat with 48 seconds remaining. If Summer could get a takedown here, now you get out of the major, and it would just be a decision.
Yeah, coming out on top here. Now they're in like a, sort of like a funk position, but it looks like Wenrich is in the better shape right now.
Nothing's been awarded. Trying to hook that leg and get him towards his back, and he's going to get the 3 points. So 16-3. He's going to cut him with 18 seconds left, make it 16-4. Another takedown would be Tech fall, but just 10 seconds left. They go out with 6 seconds. Is there enough time to make it happen?
Yeah, Summer here needs a circle. Stay away from any shots. Get your hips back just like he did.
He fought that off nicely. As time expires, it is another major decision at 16-4 for Cooper Wenrich.
That's our third major decision here for the Blue Eagles tonight.
Well, they've gotten the majors and the forfeit.
Yep.
And Northampton has gotten the 2 falls. It makes it 18-12 now. Nazareth on top of the team score.
And all bonus point victories tonight.
Yeah. Which, as you mentioned and alluded to all last year, the new scoring rules do allow for that. You know, some of these would probably just have been decisions with the old 2-point takedowns. Trey Wagner at 145 against Michael Good for Nazareth. Wagner committed to the Naval Academy, state champion 2 seasons ago.
And he committed last year, I think, around this time. So he was an early commit. And in the world that we're in, he didn't change yet.
He'll be joined next year, the following year, by Cade Campbell of Nazareth, who is committed to the Naval Academy as well. We'll see him, we think, coming up at 160.
And Wagner was a state champ 2 years ago, state 5th last year in a loaded bracket. And, you know, he's really just a well-polished wrestler here.
No scoring yet. While we're talking state championships, how about Southern Lehigh last night with the 4A football state championship, first in school history?
Yeah, the Spartans got it done, and another District 11 team is also in the state finals, Northwestern Lehigh.
Northwestern Lehigh looking for back-to-back. Would be fantastic for the area, District 11, but also smaller look, the Colonial League, to have two state champions potentially is key, and very huge. Wagner got the early takedown, by the way, 3-0. He leads, 35 seconds left in the first period.
And Southern Lehigh's only loss was to Northwestern Lehigh. So it was, they battle in the youth level, and they battle all the way up to the high school level. So it's great to see.
Absolutely. We'll root for the Tigers tomorrow evening. Al DiCarlo, Dave Micah Jr. are out at the state championships all weekend long. So stay tuned to all the action on D11 Sports, social media outlets for D11Sports.com. Wagner leads 3-0 after one. You throw in another powerhouse in the Colonial League. Notre Dame only lost one time this year.
Yep.
That was in the district championship to Northwestern Lehigh.
Yeah, it was
loaded for sure.
Colonial League was very talent at the top, very much so. Very talented teams at the top there of the Colonial League.
Reversal for two for Wagner as we start the second period. So he goes from defense to offense. 5-0, 15 seconds into period number two. We thought maybe we'd see Wenrich and Wagner.
Yeah,
both sides probably happy they avoided that because they can maybe both get some victories.
Yeah, Mikey Good, a lot of matches last year. He was 22-17, a junior for the Blue Eagles. And, you know, it looks like he's carved himself into a starting role here again as a junior.
And again, Nazareth without Jack Campbell for the early part of the season. So trying to fit other pieces in there in the moment as well.
Yeah, and they got some flexibility in there, which is good too.
Hasn't hurt them yet. 18-12 they lead overall. Wagner up 5-0 on Good. 40 seconds left in the second period.
Wagner has legs in, and it's really hard for Good to do anything because he's really not working out to the side. Now he's going to try the power half on Good.
Able to fight it off for the most part. Nazareth bench excited about that. 12 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, they got to like where they're sitting here as the second period's winding down. Only losing here to state caliber wrestler here, Trey Wagner, 5-0.
And Wagner is so high up on Good that Good could do nothing there.
Yeah, more or less surprised that Wagner's not trying to push a little more on his feet here. Secure bonus points and then go from there.
Mikey Good chose neutral to start the third. And with the current point system down 5-0 that's just a move, really.
Yeah.
If it's the right move. Now you're down 8-0 as Wagner got the first shot there in the third.
Yeah, quick takedown, single leg, converted rather easily, and now he's going to a tilt.
He's counting, grimaces, trying to get another fall, and then right back to his belly. You're going to get 4 for the near fall. but they couldn't get the fall with 1:25 left. He'll keep trying.
Now he needs to turn him one more time. Score that was pretty competitive. Now it's 12-0. Scored rather quickly, takedown, 4-point near fall. 7 points rather quickly.
And that's what I was saying. That's where good wasn't too far out at 5-0. Now at 12-0. Again in major decision here, this time for Northampton, but also within striking distance of tech fall or even the pin itself.
And Northampton bench there, Mikey Summer, Joey Pravini, one trade to cut Mikey Good here.
Instead, he's going to get some back points. Spins again. 33 seconds left.
Yeah.
He's going to get 4, and it's going to be a tech fall at 16-0. So that pulls the Concrete Kids within 1 at 18-17. With the tech fall as Wagner improves to 2-0. It's only a difference of a point, but in a matchup like this, that point could be huge down the stretch. Look, it could be tied at the moment. Just could not get that those extra swipes there.
That extra point there, I think that's where the Northampton staff wanted sort of wanted Trey Wagner there to try to go for a pinning move as opposed to a tilt. Obviously gets the tech fall, but that extra point trying to get the pin there could loom huge.
152, we've got Chase Grabfelter for Northampton against Chase Brown of Nazareth. Quick takedown by Grabfelter, and an escape has it 3-1 in favor of the Concrete Kid.
Yeah, Grabfelter's one of those wrestlers here, senior, paid his dues, 3-year starter, made the trip to States last year, 30-13, and he's looking for big things here for his senior season with the Concrete Kids.
Top 5 in the district or region the last couple of years. He's going to get 3 more to make it 6-1 halfway through the first period. Now he's got some one swipe, so maybe no back points. Although Brown got the reversal for 2, and off they go, 6-3.
Yeah, Chase Brown's only a sophomore, but he's one of those wrestlers, he doesn't stop. Great 3-sport athlete, only a sophomore, like I said, but he doesn't stop moving. He has a motor that keeps going. Might he be a little overmatched tonight with Grabfelter? Probably, but he's not going to quit.
Got that reversal to make it 6-3. 43 seconds left to their feet. But with a mat return, with authority, Brown puts Grabfelter back down. Nazareth bench is excited.
That was impressive mat return there from Brown.
There's an escape, Grabfelter. Back to neutral, they go 7-3. The senior up on the sophomore. Both named Chase. 12 seconds left in the period. And there's 3 more, 10-3. Grabfelter taking control at the end of the first. And that is the end of period number 1. Chase Grabfelter 10-3 over Chase Brown. Brown's going to take defense. And he's going to be cut immediately to go 10-4 and neutral to start the second. Grabfelter went for the single leg.
Yeah, in this situation, if you're Chase Brown, you want to try to slow Grabfelter down, but they're not working at this point.
It's 13-4 after the takedown, holding 2 for back points. Near fall there at 15-4. That was a quick move to score 5.
Yeah, very impressive on his feet. Grabfelter, multiple different types of shots on his feet, able to convert quite a few takedowns here.
Brown on his back again. 2 more potential, and there's 2 more near fall. It's 17-4. Could cut him and get a takedown for a tech if he chooses. Potentially dangerous. Stops it at 42 seconds left. You give a point to Brown. So 17-5, and another takedown here would be a tech fall. Could potentially be back-to-back.
Yeah, Grabfelter has a lot of time here. He has a whole third period, like you said, partner, to look. A takedown here will end the match, but he might be looking for something bigger here.
Yeah, if he keeps it going, and not just a takedown, but he puts that right into put him on his back. Closing moments of this second period. Nothing's been awarded, and time expires. It is 17-5 in favor of Chase Grabfelder. We hear a lot of people behind us saying, "Let's go Chase."
Yeah.
I don't think they realize that both are named Chase. It just says C. Brown and C. Grabfelder up on the scoreboard. Grabfelder starts down low, 17-5. The reversal for 2 makes it 19-5. Escape for Brown, 19-6. A lot of time here. It's Grabfelter in position to get a tech fall with another move. He's got it there. He's on his back immediately.
Went for the big move here. That's what he needed to do. Has a minute and 10 to work with.
Plenty of time here. He's got the tech secured. Can he get the extra point? He does not. It's 4 to make it 22-6, but a tech fall back-to-back for Northampton. He did what he wanted to do, get that move and put it right through.
Yeah, he was buying his time, which is a good veteran move there, as wanting that extra team point, and he almost had it. Credit to Chase Brown fighting off his back there and not getting pinned.
We go to 160 now. This is going to be Gabe Ballard for Northampton against Jaden Quach. No points awarded. It's out of the circle. Gabe Ballard just 2 days ago on National Signing Day committed to the Mountain Hawks of Lehigh. He'll stay local.
They have been signing talent after talent, the Mountain Hawks have been. Like the last month or so, it's impressive what they're doing.
Nationally ranked program. First varsity girls season, by the way, at Lehigh. We've brought to you a lot of the high school girls matchups, especially once we get to the regionals. Proud to do that here on D11sports.com. No score yet. There's 3 for Ballard, and immediately on his back, Ramis counting.
That's a cradle
and
lock.
He's got it. 50 seconds, Ballard with the fall. Take another look.
Here's a replay. Has that cradle locked up, and with that experience, Gabe Ballard, yeah, he jumped up 4 or 5 weight classes from last year. Chris Graham is calling the pin.
3 consecutive bonus point wins for Northampton. Wagner got it started with a 16-0 Tech fall. Grabfelder followed with a 22-6 Tech. And now the fall in 50 seconds for Gabe Ballard. Carter Klebove at 172 here for Northampton against Cade Campbell. Campbell, mentioned a moment ago, committed to Navy, district and regional champion a year ago, 5th in the state.
Carter Klebo, sophomore here for Concrete Kids, 14-12 as a freshman. Sometimes it's a little harder when you're at those mid-weights as a freshman, but he was above 500, junior high district champ at 145 in 2024.
Yeah, you're a freshman at those middle weights. You can be going up against juniors and seniors. Obviously, the weights are the same, but the experience not necessarily. Campbell gets the first takedown on the far side. He's up 3-0.
And the name, too. Dad was a state champ. Big brother was a state champ. So, a name sometimes is hard to rise the occasion sometimes when you have that name. But Carter Klebo, like I said, only a sophomore, has a lot of time here at the high school level. But he has a tough one here tonight with Cade.
I had confused myself before. Cade Campbell, also a senior like Trey Wagner, so they will be teammates next year at the Naval Academy. I was confusing him with Ballard, who's just the junior. He committed a year ahead to go to Lehigh. It's 3-1. More importantly, Campbell is on top after the escape for Klebo. 33 seconds left in period number 1. As Campbell goes for the double leg. He's going to get 3 more. 6-1. But just 3 bouts remaining after this. Hampton up 28-18. Period ends 6-1.
Yeah, just looking ahead to those 3 matches, Nazareth still has senior Braden Zurcher waiting in the wings. Depending on what weight he goes at, he can go to, he can actually wrestle 189, or he can bump up to 215, depending on what Nazareth wants to do.
Campbell escapes 7-1 as we start the second. All bonus points so far this evening. And again, you don't want to harp too much. It's a stall warning. You don't want to harp too much, but that misway, if you will, early on, that's a big 6 points on the forfeit, which could be, even if it was a decision the other way, that's a 9-point swing.
Yeah, definitely at least a 9-point swing. Just a regular decision that Northampton was probably counting on at 107, maybe even more. So that looms big there.
And that's not to say that Jack Dressler couldn't have won the match either.
Yes.
But just looking at it, the potential for a swing was there. And they've bounced back nicely and have a 10-point lead halfway home here in the second period. 7-1, Campbell leads for Nazareth against Carter Klebo.
Yeah, even both teams tonight, where you looked like Nazareth, a couple of those weights were going to get Tech falls. They did not. You looked at maybe Northampton getting a couple pins that just happened to be Tech falls, so there's a couple points there. So you look at both teams, maybe they could have scored a couple more points. But then again, there's enough fight from both sides that they didn't give up those bonus points.
7-1, 25 seconds left in period number 2.
And here's another one. Cade Campbell up 6 points. Carter Klebo right now I know as we wind down second period, it's only a 6-point advantage.
10 seconds left in it. And those that you mentioned, major, not a tech, not a fall. Those points add up, and we saw how important they were last year when if we didn't have the pin at the end, it would have been on criteria.
Yep.
The week before, Nazareth beat Easton on criteria. Those points are huge. Start of the third.
Yeah, and as the match is going, sometimes the coaches realize it, but sometimes the wrestlers don't always realize it. But that's where you have the instruction, the yelling from each side.
And they're saying, cut him, cut him.
Yes, exactly.
They don't understand why. 7-2 after he was cut there.
And some wrestlers are more mat savvy than other wrestlers.
Do you know the score when you're out there?
In your head, usually you do. Sometimes you get lost in the moment, but for the most part, you know the score.
You have a general idea
Yes.
anyway. You're like, I'm in position here.
Yes.
You may not know it. He may not know it's 7-2, but he probably knows he's up by a decision.
Yeah. And you have to think about your individual match score, but you also have to start thinking about the team score too. So how much you need, stuff like that. And that's where the instruction from your teammates, the instruction from your coaching staff is really important.
Campbell gets the takedown 10-2. And that's what you should be looking at when you're on deck, so to speak. You should be looking and say, all right, this is what I realistically need to do. Are coaches telling you that too? They're giving you this is what, at minimum, this is what we need from you?
Yep. You look in between periods. Sometimes they give you advice that then.
32 seconds left as Klebov trying to.
Or as you're coming back to the center, usually they're going to give you advice. Maybe it's a particular move or what they see what the other wrestlers is doing.
They went out on the far side.
Sometimes it's just encouragement, like Mikey Summer just stood up and trying to cheer on Carter Klebo here as he needs an escape here to only make it a regular decision.
He's only got 12 seconds to do so, but that could be a big point. Northampton bench complaining. I think he's got clasped hands. And time expires in this one. It's going to be a major decision at 10-2 for Cade Campbell. So 28-22 now as we go to 189. We'll see who heads out to the mat.
I'm just looking at the weigh-in sheet. Both those wrestlers, Cade Campbell, Carter Klebo, weighed in basically at the same weight, even though they wrestled 170. Actually, they wrestled right where they weighed in. So
here we've got Logan Rusnock at 189 for Northampton and Dominic Tunison for Nazareth. We thought Tunison at 172. He goes up to 189.
Yep. Actually, I take that back. They both weighed in at 160. They bumped up to 72. So no weight differential there.
But we're alluding to it earlier. The weights are going to be even, give or take. But if you've got junior versus freshman, yeah, you may weigh the same, but that experience weighs a lot too, if you will, especially in the EPC and depending on how far you've gone in your career.
Yeah, it does. I mean, mat time is very valuable. Some of these wrestlers are very polished. Other wrestlers, not so much.
Tunison gets the takedown.
As Tunison here gets that takedown, he's been a starter more or less for 2 years. And his opponent, 9 matches last year, only a sophomore. So you have the little discrepancy there. One, experience, but also class.
Yeah, Tunison last year went up against Chase Grabfelder, only lost 7-5 in a decision. He's going for the tilt here. Unable to make it happen. Still leads 3-0, 35 seconds left in the first. Got an arm bar. Trying to tilt him the other way now. 20 seconds. Closing time in period number one. Tunison leads 3-0, and that'll be where we are after one. He's just about to get that tilt, too, and he ran out of time. As Rusnak will take the bottom.
So I'm not looking ahead, but I am looking ahead. So next match looking like Joel Small, 2:15 against Braden Zurcher. Looking at the weigh-in sheets at 2:15. So could change, but we'll see.
It's a 28-22 team lead for Northampton. With this and two other bouts left tonight as they go out of the circle. It is a quick look. Looked like there was potential blood, but there's not. As Chris Gramis was looking in. Minute 34 left in period number two. Back down to the mat goes Rusnak.
I mean, Rusnak right now holding this to a decision. I know we're only not even halfway through this match, but you got to look at that and be optimistic here for Northampton.
Sometimes it is about defense and defending against those extra points.
Now he has a bar, though.
They might not be able to defend that one.
Fairly tight. It has a minute to work with, too.
Already holding 4 for the back points.
Gramis is looking in, now switching sides.
Just the 4 so far. Trying to tilt him one more time. And hook the leg in doing so. He's close. But he rolls out of it. He's going to get the 4 back points. Has not been officially awarded yet. The move continues. And there it's 4 back points to make it 7-0 Tunison. Oh, so close.
Yeah, it was
to 6 there.
It was very close for a brief second, but it was good bat awareness, as we were talking about, by Rusnak to bridge the other way, roll through the other way.
Rusnak gets a stall warning as period number 2 comes to a close. But just like that, partner, you were talking about, hey, we got decision territory, it's 3-0.
Yep.
Now it's 7-0. He's going to take bottom, and escape puts him in major decision.
Yep, and Dominic Tunison was he was patient, trying to turn Rusnak here. Rusnak getting a little high here off the start of the third.
There's going to be a reversal for 2 to make it 9-0. So there's your major decision territory anyway, with a lot of time left in the third, minute 40. Yeah, Rusnak was real high on that one.
Tunison going right back to that bar.
Potentially dangerous, though. Slows things down.
Arm slipped a little bit, and it got underneath Rusnak's elbow, and that's going to be called potentially dangerous all the time, as Chris Gramis did there.
Right back to the same move, or trying to anyway. Tunison wants 6, you can tell. He's got a minute 14 to work with. Trying to get that tilt, just doesn't have the angle.
He has the half on the other side. Now he's jumping over.
Chris Gramis looks in. Just can't get it.
Rusnock did a good job turning that hip down for the half side.
46 seconds. It's going to be a point for a stall warning. A second one for Rusnock makes it 10-0.
Now that he has the hip broken down.
Well, he's got 22 seconds to work with. Rusnock able to get his shoulder out of there. Might be able to fight it off. It's major decision territory. At this point, it's going to be major or a fall. There's another point for another stall. Makes it 11-0. Well, just 2 seconds left. He keeps it as a major decision. Tunison gets it 11-0.
Yeah, workmanlike there. Tunison not able to turn that entire third period there once he got the reversal there on Rusnock.
So Nazareth with back-to-back major decisions. 28-26, Northampton on top.
And what helped Rusnock there was a 20-pound weight advantage there for Rusnock over Tunison. Could sort of see that there as far as fighting off the bar and then the jumping across for the half.
So it's not the matchup you thought it was going to be. We've got draw small at 2:15 for Northampton and Elijah Simak. Simak gets the first three on the quick takedown, 6 seconds in.
Yeah, this one, Zurcher obviously bumping up to 285.
He'll be the closer tonight. What did he weigh in at, Zurcher?
189, so he can, he can bump up.
We'll see what the advantage is.
Just be a big,
depending on what the matchup we get. Minute 30 left in the first period. And there's three more for Simak. It's 6-1 after the escape. We'll see if he cuts him again. Out of the boundary they went. Back to the center of the mat. Want to thank Ironton Auto Body, the Messinger Agency, of course, St. Luke's Sports Medicine. This is the D11Sports.com High School Wrestling Match of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Matt Marcus, Mason Messinger. Sidney Mahalik is our student reporter. We'll hear from Sidney in the post-match part of the broadcast. Three more for Simak. 9-2 for the senior, committed to Penn College of Technology. And a little stoppage allows us to get some housekeeping in. When the stadiums, courts, and fields are quiet and the crowds are gone, St. Luke's Sports Medicine is still at work in athletic training rooms, on sidelines, and at practices. Before games and after games, no matter your sport or position, St. Luke's is on your team with the best athletic trainers, performance coaches, physical therapists, and orthopedic sports medicine physicians and surgeons. We'll get you back on your feet and back in the game. St. Luke's is the region's only varsity team in sports medicine. Good timing. They'll go neutral. Cut them to go 9-3, Simak. Looking for more as he's been the aggressor for the first minute of this bout.
Yeah, 3 takedowns in a minute here, so pushing the pace, obviously looking for bonus here. Big bonus here for Simak.
They go off. District, a couple of fourth place finishes in his career for Elijah Simak. And again, we will bring you Nazareth at Easton next Wednesday night from the 25th Street Gym in Palmer Township. There's three more for Simak, 12-3.
That was a beautiful duck under that you don't really see in these weight classes. That was impressive there by Simak.
trying to get him down, but he lets him up. 12-4. He'll go for more. Closing seconds of the period. And that was 4 takedowns in period number 1 now.
Yeah, push the action throughout those first 2 minutes here. Impressive here for the future, I think they're Wildcats. They're at Penn College. Nicest ball field I ever played on. It's where that Williamsport Crosscutters, where the Major League Baseball game is held.
Oh, they play there?
Yes,
nice.
That's their home field.
I can see where that would be tops on your list.
Oh, yeah.
13-4 now. And add 3, 16-4. And out of the boundary they go with 1:32 left in the second. Give a point to Small. Takedown would not be a tech fall, but there's a lot of time to get there if Simak wants to get there. Small able to get out for a moment, but now brought back down to the mat.
Real nice sweep single there from Simak.
Another takedown makes it 19-5. It's a 14-point advantage on the scoreboard. So if he's looking for tech fall, a cut and another takedown would do it. There's the cut. Makes it 19-6.
Yeah, he just...
And there's the 3.
He moves so well. I mean, he moves like a 170-pounder because that's where he weighed in at. But that was impressive on his feet there for the senior Elijah Simak.
So Nazareth regains the lead with 1 bout to go at 285. Our assumption would be Braden Zurcher for Nazareth. And Brandon McIntyre couple of seniors.
This is where Gavin Grell held this spot for the Concrete Kids the last couple years. Graduated last year. Now Brandon McIntyre gets his shot here against the state 4th place finisher in Braden Zurcher.
Committed to Cornell is Zurcher. A fantastic program in the new Ivy League, no longer in the EIWA. Ivy League the last year or 2, started their own league. There's the first 3 for Zurcher, maybe even more. Trying to close things out, holding 3.
Body
and
press.
In style. 48 seconds with the fall. One more look at this one, partner.
Replay right here, gets that takedown. Zurcher is just so strong. McIntyre did try a little old-fashioned cement job to no avail. Braden Zurcher seals it here for the Blue Eagles tonight.
Went into the last bout up by 3, in which case anything's possible there. Secures the victory with the fall in 48 seconds. I guess we've got a decision to make on our wrestler of the night. I think we might have just seen him at 48 seconds to seal the deal, going up against, I would think, a pretty substantial weight difference.
Yes, weight differential, and he came through. Had to. Batch was on the line.
So why don't we take a quick break? We're going to step aside and we'll regroup. And then Sydney will try to get some interviews after we've got the handshakes after Nazareth wins this one 37-28. We'll be back in just a moment here. D11sports.com Wrestling Match of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
Everyone has a story, and your smile is the best way to tell it. It shows your confidence, greets new friends, and opens the door to new possibilities.
St. Luke's OMS offers all-on-4 dental implants, a revolutionary solution to help you regain your smile.
Dental implants are a minimally invasive procedure that provides a permanent alternative to traditional dentures that will give you immediate results and enhance your quality of life. Get the smile you deserve with St. Luke's OMS. Contact us today.
You're determined to stay active and enjoy life. Be at your best every day with St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Start here and we'll get you back to doing what you love. With locations throughout the region, including St. Luke's Orthopedic Hospital West End campus, the best place for orthopedic care is always close to home. St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Start here, go farther.
Welcome back here to Nazareth High School as we get some interviews in a moment. Alongside Mason Mesker, I'm Matt Marcus. Sydney Mahalik will join us in just a little bit when we get some interviews. But what a night. We had the match last year, it came down to the very end, and the score's not going to indicate that, but this clearly came down to the last match again, which was won by Nazareth with a pin.
Yeah, two great programs, two good teams, two full rosters, and there was flexibility there throughout the night, and you saw that tonight. It was a good showing for both teams. I thought both teams early in the season, there was a good fight there from a lot of the wrestlers. Even the wrestlers who lost came out on the short end of the stick. There was a good amount of fight with a lot of these individuals, and that's what, as a coach, that's probably what you're looking for this early in the season. You want to grow. You want to grow towards that February time period, early March time period for hopefully a lot of these wrestlers punching their ticket to Hershey.
Sydney's making her way over with our wrestler of the night, and unanimous. We went with Braden Zercher based off of what we just saw. He's getting some hugs at the moment. But while that's happening, let me just go through the results real quick. There was a forfeit to start things off. Fall, major, tech, major, fall, major, tech, fall. Not a single decision in their bonus points galore between these two stellar programs in the EPC.
Yeah, a lot of bonus points. The pins came a little later on. First we had a couple major decisions, then we had a couple tech falls, then the pins came a little bit. So a little bit of everything tonight. It was a very good early season match. I think as coaches, you have a lot to get better on from both sides, but a good start, good competitive match for both teams.
All right, we'll see if Braden can. Looks like the conversation might be over now. And let's send it down as Sydney has our wrestler of the night.
Okay, I'm here with Braden Zercher. You had a crazy pin tonight, and you're 2 weight classes up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how does that pin make you feel? Because that is crazy for you, especially because that's not your normal weight class at all.
I mean, I came out there with a blank mind. I knew the kid was bigger than me, but I also know my own capabilities. I knew I was capable of getting it done, so I just went out there and did what I was told to do.
Yeah, definitely, and it definitely paid off. And it was a close match throughout the whole night, even with your other teammates. How you feel? Are you proud of them? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, for it being our first close, good competition of the season, we definitely performed good. There was a lot of points left on the table, but that's just growing points for us as it's the beginning of the season right now.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, have a good night.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Sydney, and thanks to Braden. We'll try to get another interview, but Coach is busy on the far side. But yeah, how about that? Going up again, a couple of weight classes. We don't necessarily have to give the difference, but it was a difference.
Yeah.
But he had the goal in mind, and he went out there, and not only all he had to do was win. He did more than win. He got the fall in 48 seconds, the quickest of the night.
Yeah, and in talking to him, too, got the job done. But in talking to him, this is not the end game. Both coaches, both teams know that. They want to gear up towards the end of the year run. We're only in December, early December. So
we got a long way to go.
There's a lot of season left, and wrestlers on both teams know that, and they're going to work on getting better and growing. They don't want to peak in December.
No, it's interesting, though, because you've got two programs that these wrestlers are likely to see each other again down the line. Maybe a few times when you look at district and regionals. But the interesting thing tonight, especially for Northampton, a lot of them were in different weight classes because of the forfeit and bumping down. So you may see a Nazareth opponent across from you next time. It may not be the same kid because things were all over the place. Braden Zurcher may not wrestle at 285. He's probably not going to be in the tournament at 285.
No, not at all. He will not be.
We could say that with authority.
You know, and yeah, you're right. A lot of these matches might not happen down the road. They might happen down the road, but if they don't even wrestle in a dual meet, they might meet each other, districts, regionals, and you might not have the same matchup tonight, but down the road it might be 3 or 4 times. Yep.
When it comes to towing, trailer or auto body repair, experience matters. Let Ironton Auto Body put their 70-plus years of experience to work for you. Locally owned and operated with 24-hour emergency towing and recovery services, along with 24-hour trailer repair. When something goes wrong, don't trust it to anyone. Look no further than Ironton Auto Body. Let our family take care of your family. You want to read this other one, partner?
Sure. At the Messinger Agency, protecting what matters most to you just got more affordable. With our newly reduced rates, there's never been a better name to make the switch to Allstate. Call us today at 610-382-7095 for your free quote, or simply scan the QR code to get started. You're in good hands with the Allstate Messinger Agency.
That number again, 610-382-7095. And if you want, just right on the top of your screen there, you've got the QR code. We heard from Sydney. We'll see if we can get another interview before we wrap things up. If you're a student with any District 11 school and are interested in broadcasting, journalism, or photography, check out D11sports.com. Follow your dream and get close to the action as you take part in our student internship program. For more information, contact your athletic director or reach out to Al or Dave at D11sports.com. Do we think we'll get Coach, or are we going to wrap this one up?
I think both papers are here, so I don't know if we're going to get them.
It might be a little while.
Yeah.
If we get something, go to D11sports.com. I'm sure we'll talk to him next week, because we've got another big matchup next week at the 25th Street Gym. Nazareth at Easton, the 100th meeting between the two.
Yeah, Easton is looking really strong right now. I know their junior high program was great last year. A lot of those junior high kids are moving up to the high school level, and they're returning a lot of talented wrestlers as well. So that should be a good one next Wednesday.
One more reminder then, too, if you're looking for basketball, our first basketball game next Friday, Pocono Mountain West, is at Parkland. And again, Wednesday, Nazareth at Easton for wrestling. Want to thank all those who tuned in, and Kevin and the crew here. Sydney did a great job with the interviews and the chat with us in the beginning of the broadcast as well. Once again, your final score, Nazareth defeats Northampton 37-28. They're 2-0 on the year. Northampton falls to 1-1. Partner, this is our 6th season together, and I think we're off to a great start, and it's only going to go up from here.
That's right. Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely. He's Mason Messinger. I'm Matt Marcus. This has been the D11sports.com Wrestling Match of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Enjoy the rest of the evening, the weekend, and good luck to Northwestern Lehigh tomorrow for the state championship.